Have you ever just stared at that little blinking box in the corner of your room and wondered what on earth it's actually doing? I mean, these quiet little devices connect us to the entire world, but how? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the unsung heroes that power your entire online life.
Now really, just stop and think about it for a second. You click a link and poof, like actual magic, a website from halfway across the planet just appears on your screen in less than a second. How does that even happen? What's going on in the background?
You know what? To figure this out, we're going to go on an adventure. We are going to follow the journey of one single tiny packet of data. We'll trace its path right from the moment you click, through all the gadgets in your house, out onto the wild internet, and all the way back to you. Let's get started.
Okay, so our first stop is right there with you, in your local network. This is your home turf, the private little world of your house or your office. And there are a few key players here that manage all the local traffic before anything ever touches the outside world. So, first up, let's talk about some older tech called a hub. The best way to think of a hub is like an old-timey town crier. When it gets a message, it has no idea who it's for, so it just stands in the middle of the town square, your network, and shouts that message out to every single device connected to it. As you can probably guess, it's simple, but it's not very smart, or private for that matter. Luckily, network tech got a huge upgrade, and that brings us to the switch. A switch is so much smarter. It's more like an efficient postal worker. When it gets a packet of data, it actually reads the specific address on it and delivers it directly to the right device, and only that device. No more shouting at everyone. So let's just put them side by side, because this is the key difference. The hub broadcasts. It just shouts at everybody and hopes the right person hears it. The switch, on the other hand, communicates with precision. It delivers a sealed letter right to the correct mailbox. And that efficiency, that intelligence, is exactly why switches completely took over from hubs in pretty much all modern networks. They just make everything faster and less chaotic.
Okay, but what about Wi-Fi? I'm not plugged in with a cable right now. That's where the access point comes into play. Think of it as the friendly greeter at your network's front door. Its entire job is to welcome all the wireless devices, your phone, your laptop, your smart TV, and get them connected to the rest of the network so they can join the party.
All right, so our little data packet has made its way through the local neighborhood. Now it's time for the big leagues. It needs to leave the building and get onto that global information superhighway. And to do that, it has to get past a couple of really important gatekeepers. So picture this. Our data packet is standing at the front door, bag packed, ready for its huge adventure. But it can't just wander out on its own. It needs two absolutely essential devices to handle its exit out into the vast world of the internet. And those are the modem and the router. First up, it meets the modem. The modem is your network's master translator. See, the signal coming from your internet service provider, through that cable in the wall, it's speaking a totally different language. It's an analog signal. Your computer only understands digital. So the modem's critical job is to translate that signal into a digital format your devices can use, and then translate it back when you send something out.
Right. Once the message is translated, the router steps in. The router is the ultimate traffic cop. It's standing right at the intersection between your private little network and the massive public internet. It takes one look at our data packet's destination address and says, okay, you need to go that way. It directs it onto the fastest and most efficient path to get where it's going.
Okay, so we've met the whole team, right? The old hub, the smart switch, the wireless access point, the translator modem, and the traffic cop router. Now let's put it all together and watch our little data packet make its complete journey from start to finish. This is where it gets cool.
The whole thing works kind of like a high-speed relay race. First, your wireless click zips over to the access point. That hands it off to the switch, which sends it straight toward the exit. Then, our traffic cop, the router, points it in the right direction. The modem does a quick translation for the trip, and boom, it's out on the internet. And just remember, this entire crazy process happens in reverse at lightning speed to bring that cat video back to you.
So let's just do a quick roll call of our network's starting lineup. Here you can see each device we've talked about, its main job, and a quick little description of what it does. It's this whole team, the whole shebang, working together perfectly that makes your internet connection even possible.
So after all that techie talk, you might be thinking, okay, cool, but why does this actually matter to me? That's a fair question. Let's bring it all home. It matters because what feels like magic is actually just brilliant engineering and incredible teamwork. When you know what each of these boxes does, you're empowered. The internet isn't some mysterious cloud anymore. It's a system you can actually understand, appreciate, and maybe even troubleshoot the next time your Wi-Fi acts up.
So, The next time you're effortlessly streaming a 4K movie or video chatting with someone on the other side of the planet, maybe just take a second. Give a little nod to that silent, coordinated team of unsung heroes, blinking away quietly in the corner of your room.
So, what does this all make you wonder about? What other pieces of everyday technology just feel like magic? What other black boxes are sitting in your life that you want us to open up and figure out together? Let us know. Thanks for joining us on this journey, and as always, stay curious.